Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Daredevil 3-pack Marvel Legends series. And I'm really glad I picked this up because it is pretty awesome, I have to say. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste any time. Starting with Bullseye. Pretty nice sculpt on him, even though this is just a reuse. But I didn't pick up the original one, so I'm glad to finally have him. And I'm digging this this hand effect on here, throwing the three like daggers. My paint is kind of splotchy a little bit. He's got some marks on him, but I missed out on it on Hasbro Pulse, so I'm just glad I was able to pick it up from Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, it's a really nice figure. I wonder how it would look with a spraying matte finish on it, but I don't know. So that is his sculpt. If I can get him to stand. There we go. And now, the man without fear, Daredevil himself. I've got to say, this head sculpt is fire. Look at that. I wonder, I feel like it could have been a little better if they gave him maybe a little bit of stubble or something, but I don't know. For Marvel Legends, it's still pretty good. And his Daredevil sign looks pretty nice too. I do wish that they color toned it a little bit more so that you can see it and also have the gloves and the boots. But Mafex has announced theirs, and man, I'm looking forward to that. I still love this figure though for what it is. I just couldn't pass up on it. I like the holster for his clubs. I'll get into something else about him. He does have an issue though. Hopefully it's just only mine, but I'll get into that later. Bullseye fell. And he fell again. Maybe it's just because I suck at posing. Alright, and Elektra in her white suit. I've got to say, the head sculpt on this one is literally just beautiful. Yeah. I mean, one of the few
Lord
times
have
it actually
mercy.
looks like
we
an
must
actual
stay
female.
focused, brothers. We must
Remember
stay
when
focused.
Marvel Legends was starting out, it was pretty bad. But yeah, they got the hair sculpt even, like it's flowing and it's like naturally wavy, so it looks good. I see what they were going for. I don't know how to feel about this just being painted on there, the bandages or the wraps. I mean, if it was actual like a real piece, it probably would have gotten in the way of the articulation though, so I don't know. But yeah, overall the sculpt on all three of these figures is nice. Alright, well, there's a little bit of, I don't know what that's supposed to be, why that's like yellow there, but whatever. I hardly saw it, I just caught it on the camera. Far away, it won't be that visible. All right, let's get into the articulation. So Bullseye, his head is on the ball peg, so it just goes up that far, goes down that much, which is, it's actually really good. It is really good. And look at all the way around, a little bit of knot in there. And then his arms go out only that much, which is kind of disappointing, but it'll do the job, I guess. Bicep swivel is a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. This side, it works well, but this side is a problem. It's so gummy, I'm scared that I'm gonna break it. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't like that. It's so gummy. Look at that. It's bendy, but yeah. And then you have your wrist peg. It's a hinge, and then you got the butterfly. I forgot to mention the butterfly joint His is really nice. That's a lot of range. How come the ones coming out as of recent don't have this much range on that new Vulcan mold? What's going on? And forward will get you there. Nice. Can I get that to go a little bit more? Yeah, that's more like it. And his ab crunch, let's see how far forward. How many clicks is that? 1, 2, nice. And then back, 1, I think it's just 1. I'm not really worried about going backwards anyway. But he has this sculpted belt on, which is nice. It's a holster for his knife, which also does, it's just plain, but like if you wanted to paint this up, you could. I might throw on some wash on there. I don't know yet. But then they have a gun holster here for the previous one. It came on the previous one, but no gun. I don't know if this was during the time with the licensing of guns weren't, but wasn't that a DC thing? I don't know. Somebody can let me know. But yeah, that's irritating because I feel like I was robbed there. Leg goes up that much, so you got a nice little kick, I guess. Not anything too crazy. Goes out. Yeah, it goes out all the way. Yeah, okay, that's good. And back, not at all, butt gets in the way. Thigh cut, and then double jointed knees. Knees are gummy too. I don't know what's going on. Is it just because it's hot or what? But you have your boot swivel, which is nice. It's a little tight though, I will say that. And then goes down, up, and you have your ankle pivot. So Bullseye's articulation is pretty nice, but just gummy, and kind of have to be careful with that because I have to not just push it around. But overall, I really do like this figure. Glad to have Bullseye in my collection. And the accessories that he comes with is this alternate screaming head, which is really nice. I like that. It got the details of the eyes and the mouth and the teeth, even up to the teeth. Yeah, that's nice in case I ever wanted to have him unmasked. And he comes with a bunch of hands. So he's got on the, right now I have on the right, just open hand for in case I wanted to hold the knife, and Elektra just fell. And this throwing knives, which is probably the best hands set of them all. Hold on, let me fix Elektra. I lost her pose, but it's okay. And he does have 2 fist hands, but I don't think I'll ever display him with these, but it's really good that they're included. More variety is always welcomed. Then he has like this fake gun holding hand, which is practically just an insult because it's like, you don't actually get the gun, but you're gonna buy it anyway. So it's like you're just taking the L. That's what this hand is for. Yeah. And then you get the other open hand on the left hand. So nice variety of hands for Bullseye, and the additional head sculpt, which is always welcomed. And let's get into, I'll save him for last. Let's get into Elektra. Man, I've always been like kind of curious as to what's the best Elektra figure, but I never really like sought out an Elektra figure, you know, like, oh, I need one so bad in my collection, but I'm pretty sure I have the best one now because this head sculpt, man, it's really nice. So her head, keep in mind, since it is a lot of hair, it hinders the articulation a bit. It'll go back that far. Yeah, so she can only look up a little bit, goes down farther because it's not as hindered, but still just want to be careful with that because you don't also want to bend it. And as the arms, I do wish she had a butterfly joint, but that's only with that new Black Widow, which was impossible to get. Still trying to check my target for that, but arms do go up that far. Looks like, yeah, I can't push it any farther than that. So that's still quite a good amount of range. Goes all the way around. And you do have your bicep swivel. Just be careful because it's kind of thin. Double jointed elbows, which is good. Pinless, I don't really care if it's pinless or not, but it's always welcomed. And you have your hinge. And I'm loving these, what are these called again? These like styes or something. I forgot what these are called, but these are nice. I like these. And just seeing that Black Widow with that ab crunch, it makes this kind of like disappointing, but still, just I guess they didn't have it at that time. Legs go out this far, which is like, it's just not okay. Yeah, it should go farther than this. That's not, I don't know. And goes up, it goes up pretty far, I will give them that. And goes back a little bit actually, so that's good. And you have your thigh cut, double jointed knees, which are nice. And then you have the foot hinge, which goes down that much, up that much, and you do have ankle swivel. So she's a good figure, probably the best Elektra figure to come out to date. And she does come with both of this amazing head sculpt that comes on her in the package. But then you also get this this head sculpt, which is like, I know this is a specific design in the comics. I just don't know what issue or what line it is for. But man, am I glad to have this. This reminds me of something like, I don't know. This just looks like I could be using this for something else. Like, it has potential for possibilities down the line. She does have 2 fist hands, which are always welcome. And she comes with this katana blade. And I'm trying to figure out what I can do with this, but probably find something for it. So overall, Elektra is a great figure too. And probably stronger than the Bullseye, because just the gummy joint issues is just not fun to deal with. Now, Daredevil. Yeah, I really do like this figure. Definitely my favorite out of the 3-pack. So let's get right into it. Head goes up. It's on a double ball peg, by the way. This is the Renew Your Vows body with the toe articulation. But so double ball peg only gets you about that far. I feel like, I don't know why it's so hindered. I might have to check that. I don't like how it should get more. I don't know. It irritates me. Mayfex. Anyways, arms go out that much. Wait, I'm gonna keep pushing it. Yeah, okay. Arms go out that much, which is still not that far. And you do get your biceps. Wait. You get your butterfly joint. My bad. Goes. I don't know. Not enough. Goes back. It goes back farther. Definitely farther. Yeah. Okay. Let me take these out of his hands. And then you get your bicep swivel, which is good. And look how tight this is. He has extremely tight arms. It's really scary to deal with. Yeah. Is the other one that tight? A little bit. Anyways, you get your hinge at the wrist. Goes. Yeah, okay. And then let's see his ab crunch. Actually, let's just see the diaphragm cut first. So you can go forward with it that much, back with it that much, which is actually good. And then tilt that much, tilt that much. And then including the lower reverse ab crunch thing, forward that far, and then back that far, which is absurdly, I guess, good, but it does break up the sculpt, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much. Now here's the biggest issue with my figure. I guess it's hopefully just mine. As I said, this leg is perfectly fine. It moves, it bends and everything, and it's supposed to have the drop down hips, except I got a copy where my hip section is like, I don't know if it's stuck or something in there. So this leg suffers the issue of being too far back against the butt. Every time I move it, it will just fall right out. Like, it's not doing it on camera. Of course, it won't do it now. But literally, there, you see it? There it is. Yep. So that sucks. Yeah, that happens. Now I have to find the leg. Anyways, so that was the most disappointing part, even though, so yeah, like, I feel like he's gonna be my favorite out of this pack until I get the Mayfex Daredevil, because you know, that leg, this leg just doesn't do it for me. I might have to contact the bad toy store, but it's already out of stock, so I don't know if they can do something for me with this. But anyways, thigh cut is a thigh cut all the way around, double jointed knees, and then you get your boot swivel, and feet go up that much and then go down that much, and then the toe articulation, which I gotta say, I always love seeing this on figures. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe if I didn't have this issue with mine, I would enjoy this figure a lot more, but it sucks, man. Anyways, taking a look at his accessories, one of his clubs fell here. So he does come with his 2 Billy club things, and they're nice. They're essential to Daredevil's character. He does come with 2 fist hands, which are always welcomed. And then he comes with these like wires that plug in to the Billy clubs here. So it goes one, you can connect both of them if you'd like, or just one string, but then, so it'll look like that. Or you can just have them like both in onto both of them. So yeah, overall I'd say that this is a good set. I'm happy with that I picked it up, regardless of the QC issues that I've gotten, because I still have Bullseye and Elektra now. So I do still like the Daredevil. I probably will just have him for display, and then the Mafex for actual play. But yeah, all right, let's get into a couple of size comparisons. Actually, first, I want to try something. So let's pop this head off. This is the young Magneto head. I'm hoping it can fit from the movie. And it does. It doesn't exactly fit because it's a comic body, but man, that gives me Matt Murdock vibes. I don't know. Not entirely, but yeah, kind of works, sort of. Yeah. And if you have the what is it, the first appearance or the Toy Biz anniversary Hasbro Marvel Legends cap, he comes with these hands. They can be also used on this Daredevil figure, which would be cool. So all right, let's get into the size comparisons now. Starting with this is the Diamond Select Daredevil from the Netflix series. I do want to see how these two scale with each other. And he actually scales pretty well with Marvel Legends, which is kind of surprising. A little bit taller than them, but that's kind of given since Diamond Select is 7-inch scale. And then you have the Marvel Legends Punisher from the Netflix show. I'm liking how that looks too. Do not have a comic Punisher or a Kingpin, which I always regret to this day. And then let's take a look at Hammerhead. That does look good. Yeah, they scale pretty nicely together. And here is, have to probably say, my favorite Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure. The Spider-Man No Way Home Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I just wanted to see how that looked, and it looks amazing. And just in case people are wondering, here is the first appearance Spider-Man. This is how they scale together. And then of course you have the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. But yeah, his drop down hips works perfectly fine. Just this Daredevil that's the issue. And they scale pretty nicely together, of course, because they're the same. And here is the original. This is the, I don't even know what to call this. This is the first, I guess, retro carded Spider-Man. The OG, you could say. That looks nice too. Yeah. And now let's take a look at some things outside of Marvel Legends. Here is how he scales alongside a DC Multiverse custom McFarlane Toys Arkham Batman that I made. And this did take a lot of handling to get that cape on. As you can see, I did mess up a little bit, but really tall. And yeah, their scaling is all the way off. Here's Nightwing, for those of you curious. This is the original one. I don't have the Teen Titans one. And then last but not least, just wanted to see how these would look together. Spawn. This is like the classic Spawn design, even though it says it's Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or consider subscribing. And until next time.